Hello all. To those who are watching, I hope that your day is going amazing. So far, so good. And today I'm here to discuss a certain Bitcoin price analysis I was just looking at during the morning session. I was just, writing an article for my website, Coin Chapter, which I have as the chief editor, and I'm also a writer there. And so while I was at it, I just looked at a pattern on the Bitcoin daily chart, on weekly chart as well, and it clearly showed me signs of a very potential correction towards $30,000. And I thought that I should share that with my brothers and sisters out there who are equally trading this crypto sector, and they just want to get more information about where the market should be heading. But in no way this is analysis, or you can say an advice. I am merely presenting my opinion as a fellow trader, and I just want to share that, like with my friends, it's like a coffee shop discussion. So I still want you guys to treat this opinion as a grain of salt. Always apply your own logic, bring something new to the narratives of other traders, and that is how we become better and make profits. So without further ado, I'm gonna share my Bitcoin price chart here, the weekly one. Here we are. So guys, this is the weekly Bitstamp Bitcoin chart, and the reason I am thinking that the price can go to $30,000 by the end of this year has actually two reasons behind it. The first reason is this overbought RSI. So in technical terms, whenever the relative strength index, that is the momentum indicator we see, at the speed of which the price changes, that is a standard deviation, and we calculate this. So the mathematical formula is too complex, but I'm just going to explain you in a very simple term. So whenever the RSI goes above 70, it is considered, the price is considered overbought. It simply means that now people are paying more than the relative value of the underlying token, in this case, Bitcoin. And whenever we have seen, like not all 100% of the times, but most of the times, whenever the Bitcoin's weekly RSI has gone into this overbought territory after crossing 70, we have seen an imminent correction. So, for example, I can show you some previous times when we saw RSI actually nearing or crossing into that zone. So that's first in April, and now we have another in 8th of November, and then we have more evidences during this area. Like we have seen this RSI above the overbought zone for a while, but I'm going to consider this to be our point, the highest one. So as you can see, in April 2021, when the RSI got into the overbought territory, we immediately saw a correction of 25% approximately. And the same happened, a similar thing happened in November 8th. This was the time when RSI was not actually above, like in that zone, but still near 70. And the price kind of like fell nearly 80% from there, right? And but we have this very special case in which you can see the RSI actually got into the overbought territory after crossing the 70 mark, but still the price kept rallying. And this was the time of March, April zone, basically. And we still had Federal Reserve, you know, continuing their lower interest rate. Everybody was excited about it. We had lots of adoption coming from institutions, and the price kept rallying. So sometimes it happens good fundamentals kind of like ignore the negative technicals. So this was one of those rare cases. And even now, if you see the recent rally, we have already came approximately like 140% upward since November 2022. And this is the period in which we have seen a banking crisis unfolding, which kind of like boosted the demand for Bitcoin. And then we also saw the advent of Bitcoin ETF applications by Fidelity, BlackRock, and whatnot. All the best Wall Street firms just joined in and they wanted to launch a Bitcoin ETF project. Now, the application is still pending, but the euphoria around it had really helped us creating this amazing rally. And now, as of November, we have reached a point where the RSI is again overbought. And at the same time, Let's just adjust it. At the same time, we are looking at price testing a very old resistance level here. This is the ascending channel in which Bitcoin price has rallied at least like until June, from June 2022. So we have not left this channel during the recovery, and I expect that we will not leave this channel for another few months, because now we trend here a very historic sell-off zone. You can see like in August, uh, the price tested the upper trend line of this ascending channel and it fell again. In April 2023, it fell. It tried to retest this upper trend line for a breakout, but it did not yield anything and fell down again. So I think here we are just looking at the history repeating itself right at the time when the RSI is overbought. So this cannot be a coincidence. I really want to believe that this area where we'll see people selling their tokens, and we will see a small correction toward the lower trend line. And if I just measure that, you can see that this trend line is around $30,000. Yes. So that's like 20% down from the current price levels. And as of late, we are looking at that. I mean, last week, after the rally and everything, we saw that we just closed at 0.92% upward. That's very stabilizing. So that really shows that after this weekly rallies, traders are not actually interested in buying it anymore. They just want to wait and watch what happens to this thing. They want to wait for more good news in the Bitcoin sector. Maybe SEC will approve a ETF and then the price will go to 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, or whatnot. But now we are simply lacking any market moving news. So this is one of the reasons I think the price is also going to go down, because the fundamentals are actually not supportive as of this time. Yes, we think that the Bitcoin ETF approval might come, and the next deadline is January 10, 2024. But some incidents in the recent week, we have seen that SEC can actually reject or maybe put the Bitcoin ETF applications on hold for another month. Why am I saying that? Because of XRP. As you might have known by now, that last week there was a fake news about XRP application filed by BlackRock, and it turned out to be a fake news. But because of it, the price kind of like pumped and dumped in XRP market. Now, this is a classic sign of price manipulation, and price manipulation is one of the major factors why the SEC has not approved any Bitcoin ETF application so far. So, can we ignore that point? No, we cannot. Will SEC ignore it? Let's see. But that has kind of subsided the excitement we all had. And it happened like last 2 or 3 weeks ago as well, when Cointelegraph, a fellow news website, they accidentally published a tweet without confirming that BlackRock had accepted, sorry, SEC had accepted a BlackRock BTF application. It turned out to be fake news. That is also one of the other incidences SEC can use to delay or reject the spot Bitcoin ETF application altogether. So this is why I think that we have all the possibility for a correction. I'm not saying that it's going to be a bear market. It's going to be a bull market correction. We are still pretty much going inside the ascending channel. So when we test $30,000, there will be a bounce back and we can go back to $40,000. This is a clear possibility. And let's not forget also that in the next year, we're going to see halving. And when the halving happens, you know what happens. The price, it just makes Bitcoin more scarcer and we see a rally. So we have all the good events coming next year. That's true. But before that, we have to watch out for a correction towards $30,000. But again, that is where all the bulls would want to come in and buy. I'm definitely going to be buying when the price will fall toward that level. But until then, stay safe and thank you.